Hi there and welcome to my channel. Today's project is for the VICKI BOUTIN design team, and this week we have been creating projects inspired by the favorite mood board that is available at Vicky's community page on Facebook. So what I'm gonna use from the mood board is a lot of black. I love the garlands hanging, I love the rainbows and the EXO. So I'm gonna kind of build a layout around these ideas. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is I use a cut file from Handipaper. It's an Etsy store, and I cut all these garlands out of foundation paper. And my idea is I'm gonna create my background with them and have the picture on top of it. So one of the things that I love about the mood board is all the rainbow. So I'm kind of want to bring a rainbow tone to the layout without being all the colors. So my idea is I'm gonna add color onto these garlands that are gonna be on the background. So for this, I am gonna reach for quite a bit of Vicky's products. First, I'm gonna use the watercolor set, and my idea is to have the garlands changing color as they drop, as they go down the page in this case. So I'm gonna go from yellow to pink, and then onto purple, and then to blue and green. So for the first garland, I'm gonna use number 8 and 9 from the watercolor set. If you actually swatch the the watercolor set in the way it came in the box, then I'm gonna use 8 and 9. And all I did is add a little bit of the paint, add some water, and then all I'm doing is I'm gonna kind of pretty much freely paint the garland. I'm gonna try to concentrate on adding the lightest color of the shade to the top of the garland, and then kind of go into a deeper yellow, kind of an orangey tone to the bottom of this garland. Like I said, my idea was to try to bring like a color graduation through the page. So from yellow transition into the pink and stuff like that. Not literally, but like just to give me the idea of the watercolor transformation, sorry, of the rainbow transformation as the page progresses down. I hope I didn't confuse you. So I'm gonna just show you. So what I did is, now one of the things that you have to keep in mind, not that I keep in mind, but if you swatch the page, then you know that the pink color that comes in the watercolor set, it's a little bit on the neon side when you add it to white. So my choice is to bring actually art crayon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna combine the peach art crayon with the red art crayon, and that's kind of gonna give me a coral tone, which is a happy medium between pink and orange, and that's what I'm gonna add it to the next garland. And after that, I combine the red crayon and also the fuchsia crayon, and that I'm gonna add just towards the bottom of the garland, and that's gonna give me the pink tone, just to bring a little bit of the orange. Just let me dab a little bit of the orange art crayon in some water and just bring a little accents to the top of the garland. And I'm hoping with that I'm creating, like I said, a smooth transition from yellow to orange to pink and so on. Now I'm gonna actually create a transition from pink to purple. Not really a transition, but I'm gonna soften the way. I don't want a harsh line of division of color. So for this, I am using number 15 and 14. 15 is a purple, so all I'm doing is just adding the color to the top of the triangle garland, and then you're gonna see that I'm gonna use number 15, which 14. Yeah, 14. No, sorry, 15, which is like a navy blue towards the bottom of the triangle garland, because I want to bring the blue onto the next triangle garland. And for this, I am going to use number 15, which is, like I said, the royal blue that I'm using. And I'm just going to add it to pretty much the entire garland. Just going to leave the tips a little bit free. And when I get there, I'm thinking that I want to add a little bit of teal just to kind of tie the green that's going to come in the next garland onto the bottom of this garland. You're going to see that I'm going to add I believe it's number 13 or 12, just to bring that a little bit of that green onto the blue that I have left over. It doesn't show that great on the garland once it dried off. So once I worked the next garland and I made it completely green, I'm gonna add a little bit of the green to the bottom of the blue garland, and that's actually gonna give me the teal, and you're gonna see better there the transition. And like I said, you're gonna see it. I'm not being super careful as not to have like a complete coverage of the garland. I'm actually going very messy with the way I'm adding the watercolor. My idea was something like really, I was going for a look of a tie-dye garland. Honestly, it was not done on purpose without being lazy. I just didn't want it to be fully blue or fully like perfect. I wanted it to be kind of messy. And that's pretty much it. You're gonna see that I'm gonna just add a little few accents of color just to help transition the colors together. So a little bit of pink onto the top of the purple garland. I'm gonna bring a little bit of red onto, sorry, a little bit of pink, sorry, to the bottom of the pink garland, just to make it a little bit more fuchsia, so it marries to the bottom of the garland, and so on. Just few little details just to help me. Like I said, I wanted like a nice transition of the colors. And the last thing you're gonna see me add is a little bit of art crayon, the yellow one, to the bottom of the green garland. And that's my idea, was just like a circle, you know, if I had to continue creating garlands, the next one would have to be in a yellow one. So this is the idea of a circle and the garland on the rainbow all together. So once that was done, I put it aside to dry. It didn't take that long to dry. Now this is pretty much, I played a little bit outside of the camera to how everything was gonna be set, and I was happy with this formation of the garland. So, but I see a lot of black on the mood board, and I want to borrow that. And especially because I have all these colors in a black and white picture, I think it's gonna make the picture stand out. So all I'm doing is scribbling a little bit of the art crayon on my craft mat and adding a little bit of water to dilute it, and then I'm gonna use my brayer to add it onto a Yeso foundation paper. And I'm being just careful to add paint just behind the picture. And I don't, it's not that I don't care, but I'm okay with the fact that it looks messy. I don't mind it. I think it's actually gonna look, a lot of it's gonna be covered by the picture and the garland. So you're gonna see just maybe the splatters are sticking out, a little bit of the little bits of the brayer that are not kind of within the square. So don't be afraid to be a little bit messy. In this case, if I can say, a lot of it's gonna be hidden, not hidden, but it's gonna be underneath the picture and the garland. Now, when I was adding the black, my idea was, I was hoping, and I'm gonna say it nicely, I was hoping that I could create the splatters in a way that they will follow the motion of the garland. And you're gonna see that even tried to create some drips so that it kind of helped me move the garland from the picture outward. Not the easiest thing, because I don't have the garlands attached to have a better idea. So I kind of aborted the idea and then just went for full on adding splatters, which I'm okay with. And then I set it aside to dry. While that was drying, I looked for some paper, and I really love this paper. This is my last piece that I have from the All the Good Things collection. It's the script paper in black, and I thought it would be great to add as a layer behind the picture. Something very simple. I don't want to go complicated. And by the time I had everything like set up, the layer was completely dry. So what I'm doing right now is pretty much set it up. And like I said, when I set it up outside the camera, I took a picture with my phone, so I had an idea what everything was gonna say, so I don't have to waste time on that. So all I'm doing right now is just pretty much building the layout. And when I'm happy with everything looks, and like I said, remember the background that you created, pretty much all of it's hidden. You're barely gonna see anything. By the time you add the embellishments, you're gonna see maybe a little bit of the messiness, but it's enough to bring the picture forward. Now, once, like I said, going back to the layout, once everything is set, I am just gonna go ahead and add a little bit of glue, and I'm using Tombow liquid glue because it's really strong, just to the top of the garland, so to keep it in place. And you're gonna see that I put my phone on top of it just to make sure that it stays in place. Remember that Yeso, when you add Yeso to a page, it's really hard to keep things sticking to the paper. So adding a little bit of weight on top of the glue, sorry, is gonna help it stay in place. So one other thing that also you gotta keep in mind is I cut the garlands out of foundation paper. So when you layer foundation paper on top of each other, because of the weight of it, is actually gonna add bulk. So my choice is gonna be, you're gonna see that I'm gonna cut some of the little pieces of the garland that are underneath the picture, and that's gonna help me make sure that the picture lays flat on the layout. And that's pretty much it. And you're gonna see the picture. This is one of the cutest pictures. This is my daughter and my nephew. He was only 2 in this picture, and he loved playing with her. She'll play that she's sleeping, and he'll kiss her and she'll wake up. So that was the game, and I took a picture of them, and I still have it. One of my favorite pictures of the 2 of them together. So now I'm gonna borrow another idea that I saw on the mood board. This is the XO. And because it's Hugs and Kisses, I thought it would be great to add it as my title. And the little hearts that you see, the white hearts, those are part of Vicky's thankful cut file. All I did is when she wrote the word thankful, there was a little heart at the end. So I just highlighted that part of the cut file and cut a few hearts just to help me in this layout. You're gonna see that I glued some of them together just to add a little bit more of dimension. And when it comes to embellishing, I'm gonna try to keep, I'm not gonna say color block, but I'm gonna, in a way, color block, but just to the tone. So I'm going to keep cool tones to the bottom and warm tones to the top. And I'm using stickers from the All the Good Things collection, from Vicky's sticker book, from the Field Notes collection. I'm slowly running out of stickers. The new collection is already available. I know a few of you already have it. It's already been shipping. Unfortunately, it's sold out, which is great for Vicky, but not for us because we didn't get our DT boxes yet. So you're gonna see that we're gonna be very creative on these layouts, trying to work with throughout the stash. And so going back to the layout, all I'm doing, like I said, is adding some of embellishments. And you're gonna see that I'm gonna bring a few enamel dots. There was the round garland that was on the layout, and just to make sure that I bring more of the color, I'm gonna bring some enamel dots. And like I said before, I'm really low when it comes to embellishments. The puffy stickers from the Field Notes are almost gone, so I just pull some from my stash just to create, to help me with the color. I'm gonna add a few drops of gold because there's some foil on some of the stickers that I use, and I love gold. And then I'm gonna add some lens or journal outside of the camera, and that's about it. Altogether, this layout took around an hour and 15 minutes to put together, and that was because I had to wait for the black paint to dry, and I love how this turned out. I hope you try it. Let me know if you have any questions. As always, I'll be willing to help you. Don't forget to check out Vicky's stuff. To come join us in the Vicky Boutin community page. There's so much inspiration going on, and thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you next week. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.